All right. Let's do over under Fournette 1,000 yards rushing.
Definitely over. As long as he stays healthy.
Over. Okay. Over under for Nick Foles passing yards 3,500.
I'll give him the over.
Okay. Jacksonville's defense over under points allowed per game 22.
That's gonna be over. Just how the league is nowadays.
Damn.
I think like you can hold a team to 24 points.
I mean, your offense got to score 24 points, 25.
But defensively, like if you can hold a team to like that 20 to 24 point range, I think you'd be pretty solid.
Okay.
Just everybody fucking just throws the ball 50 times a game now.
I feel you.
Plus in that division as well. He played the Colts twice. Houston. We'll see what happens with that.
Let's shift gears to a division I personally have not heard a lot from. So let's talk about the NFC North, the AFC North. I mean, no, wait, I'm drunk. NFC North. Chicago Bears. What do you think about them? You think they can repeat their success last year? 12-4. They do get the first place schedule this year, but Nagy, that college offense he brought in was fantastic for Mitch Trubisky. It'll be another year removed from Allen Robinson's ACL tear. Maybe he'll be back to what we've all come to know him as. They did get rid of Howard, but they still got Tariq Cohen. I think they're thinking that he's going to be their only guy because they really don't have a big running back on their roster at all.
I think they drafted a running back.
They don't have a big one. Like they got this Ryan Nall guy. He's 6'2", 230. But outside of that, they don't have anybody else. Everybody else is under 220 pounds. Like everybody else is little. And I know Cohen's their star, but he's 5'6", 181 pounds. That's not a 3-down back.
Yeah, I think Cohen is
even the way the league is right now, that's not a 3-down back.
I think Cohen he may be listed as like the number one back. I think he's just going to be more of that scat back. You know, get the ball in his hands in space and let him work. But yeah, they drafted David Montgomery, right? Is that the guy I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Out of Iowa State.
Is he good?
5'10", 220. Yeah, he's solid. 3rd round pick. They were saying that he's basically Howard. Like they're projecting him to be like who they just lost, who they just gave to Philly. So yeah, I think I don't think they feel the impact of running back that much. Again, it really just hinges on how Trubisky comes in and how he performs. He had a decent season last year, and honestly, they was just a fucking field goal away from advancing in the playoffs against the Eagles.
Yeah,
but Chicago to me is just really on that defense. They're playing Chicago style football. Like with the offense, it's like, yo, get me the 21 to 24 points, and then the defense they're saying, yo, we'll bring it home for y'all. They lost Amos, their free safety or strong safety to Green Bay, and
they basically swapped safeties because they got Clinton Dix.
Yeah, they got Ha, who's a very good safety himself, and they still got Eddie Jackson, who to me was the better safety between the two. He's a playmaker. The cornerbacks is solid. Kyle Fuller is one of the best corners in the league, and pair him with Prince Mukamura. And then obviously the fucking monster of Khalil Mack is still on that team as well, who literally transformed that defense. Like he brings so much attention. You gotta give so much attention to him.
Their linebacker core might be the best linebacker core in the league.
It's definitely up there.
I mean, just going off name. I mean, they got Leonard Floyd, Animal. They got Roquan Smith, Georgia product, just so y'all know. And then they got Khalil Mack listed as a linebacker, which he's on the floor, but. Yeah, he's still a linebacker.
Pass rushing extraordinaire.
And Danny Trevathan. Fantastic.
And Roquan Smith in the middle.
Yeah, that's the Georgia product.
And then Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman in the line. Yeah, they're going to be all right. Chicago's defense is amazing. And they're going to give every other team in that division fits when it comes to that side of the ball. Like the division overall, though, it's really a 3-team race at this point. Like Detroit, like I don't really see them doing much. I'm not the quarterback. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
For who?
Stafford, Matt Stafford.
Oh.
I like Stafford a lot. I just don't think he's like a fringe level franchise quarterback. Like, he's good, but he's not make your team, like, make other players good, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a solid, I think if you give him the pieces, he can do something with it. But he's usually hurt. Offensive line is kind of shitty. The defense I really don't know much about. So Detroit, not really good.
Yeah, they did get the defensive end from Patriots.
Yeah.
Was it defensive end or was it the
Brandon Flowers?
Yeah, Brandon Flowers.
Is it Brandon Flowers?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it's Flowers.
Yeah, they did get him. And their head coach was the defensive coordinator for the Patriots.
Yeah, Matt
2 years ago. So maybe that's his main focus right now is focusing on that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
But yeah, really, like Minnesota, like top to bottom, might be the most talented team in that division. But you know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. He is so trash to me.
So when I mentioned who was that? Who's the quarterback I always love to talk about?
Your boy, what is it, Washington? What's his
name? Yeah. What's his name?
Case Keenum.
Yeah, Case Keenum.
Oh, yo, they did get Case Keenum in Washington.
So, I mean, I don't know, Kirk. Give him some time. It's his second year in the offense.
Kirk he's the ultimate fantasy quarterback. Like, look at these stats: 70% completion percentage, 4,200 yards, almost 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Yeah, that's a 3-1.
Right. Great stats.
It don't look like it.
Yeah, the motherfucker it doesn't, like, that's why, like, stats can be skewed. This is one of those examples.
It don't you don't feel like his stats translate to wins?
They don't. They don't. Like, he chokes under pressure. Like, when it comes down to make a play, Kirk Cousins is not going to make that play. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, he doesn't make the play that needs to be made. And then, like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems like his stats just be like garbage time stats, just based off of what I'm looking at here. So, I'm not a Kirk Cousins believer. He's been awesome in terms of, like, statistics over the last 5 years since his Redskins days, since he took over for RG3, last 4 years. But, I'm good on Kirk. I don't trust him as a quarterback. They got good receivers. They got Dalvin Cook as a running back. He's coming back hopefully healthy. Their defense is always solid. And then, so we'll see what happens with them. What'd you think about Green Bay?
Green Bay. I don't really think nothing of Green Bay. I think Green Bay is just, I really think they're in that trap that I don't like what's going on in the NFL where, I don't know, I guess they try to treat their rosters like an NBA roster, which you can't because you got 41 more players on it. Like, quarterbacks are sitting here eating 26 to 27% of a cap. And then you have a completely top-heavy roster, which maybe consists of 3 to 5 good players. And then outside of that, it's a whole bunch of complete averageness, which leads you to average teams. I mean, we can't just place everything on Aaron Rodgers. And I don't see it. Honestly, they went 6-9-1 last year. I'd be comfortable with saying they go 8-8. I really don't see them. I don't think their roster has enough to be like, yeah, this is a guaranteed playoff roster. But then again, I don't really know a lot of their their big acquisitions. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. But
well, their acquisitions this year is really on the defensive side of the ball. Like, they spent a lot of money on 2 pass rushers, Preston Smith from Washington and then Zendarius Smith from Baltimore. So they're banking on them to kind of come in and transform that defense and from the pass rush perspective. And I can tell you about Zendarius. He literally has one move. It's the bull rush. You stop that, and he's not good. So, I mean, I'm glad he got his money, obviously.
He don't got no spin move?
No, he got 0 moves. He got one move. Like, it's literally, he got one move. It's literally a bull rush, and if the bull rush doesn't work, then he's cooked. But he has that motor. Like, he's just going to keep coming. That's what I respect about his game. But, when he got paid that much money, I was like, good luck, bro. More power to you. I'm happy for you. Preston Smith, I don't know much about him. I think he had a decent season last year, but they paid him a lot of money. And then Amos, they signed Adrian Amos from Chicago, who's an excellent free safety. So we'll see how they on the defensive side of the ball. And really, it's just Aaron Rodgers. Like,
I'm looking at their offensive weapons right now. Outside of Devontae Adams and the Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams in the backfield, I don't see nothing else.
Jimmy Graham.
He washed.
Jimmy Graham, Mercedes Lewis.
They both washed.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's the thing with me. It's Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy for the full season, I think he gets you to the playoffs. It's just that the last couple of seasons he's been hurt, and like he missed those couple of games. They have a shit backup quarterback in Deshaun Kaiser.
I don't think he was hurt last year.
Was he? I swear, didn't he miss a couple of games? Aaron Rodgers missed like a couple of games last year, I believe.
Did he?
I believe so, and that's when they kind of went to shit. That's when they lost a few games.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look it up. I think Aaron Rodgers missed a couple of games last year.
Yeah, he only went 25-2, but he had 4,400 yards.
25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Man, that shit is crazy. Like, what is that? But yeah, if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, no, you're right. He did play all 16 games. The year before that, he missed a lot of games.
Yeah, this year, he played all the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he only threw 25 touchdowns and
I could have sworn Aaron Rodgers was getting hurt.
And 2 picks, I think. Am I reading this right? Or is this
25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Okay, yeah.
I could have sworn he was getting hurt.
I mean, 2 picks, that's insane. Like, that's great. That speaks to his greatness. But, I mean, 25 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers, that's mediocre.
Yeah, we'll see if he can stay healthy.
I don't see this offense being a top 10 offense.
No.
I just don't see it. I don't see unless somebody steps up that I'm just missing. Unless this Moore or Allison can become a legitimate number 2 and get you 800 yards and attract a lot of stuff from Devontae Adams. Because in my eyes, Devontae Adams is a top 5 receiver in the league. That boy is fucking talented. He ain't never let me down a day in fantasy. I had him last 3 years. That boy is nice.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is one of those quarterbacks that makes players good too. Like, he's one of those few quarterbacks where you can plug a player in that system and then all of a sudden they're good, like excellent. And nothing to take away from Devontae Adams. Just saying, like, Aaron Rodgers is that good.
Kaiser played last year and they didn't win with him.
What are you talking about?
You said Aaron Rodgers, the offense, you just plug somebody in.
Right.
They plugged in Kaiser when Aaron was hurt.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Nigga, did you not hear what I said? Aaron Rodgers is that good.
I'm drunk. My bad.
Aaron Rodgers makes players better. Well, Kaiser wasn't.
You right. You got that. I'm drunk.
Oh, man. But
but that's one thing I will give Devontae Adams though. When Aaron Rodgers went down with that I think it was that collarbone injury, he had I think it was Kaiser or was it somebody else that year? I don't remember.
Was it last year?
I think so. But
yeah, Kaiser sucks.
He still had dominated. I was nervous. I was like, damn, I'm about to lose my number 1 receiver. Nope. Mm-hmm. My man was still putting up bucking a touchdown. Mm-hmm. 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm like, God damn. Like, he was having that like DeAndre Hopkins type shit. Like, it don't matter who it is. Just put the ball in my area. I got this.
Yeah.
Like, I just think he really gets slept on because he has Aaron Rodgers on his team.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that division there and overall.
Julio Jones said he might go for 3,000 this year.
Yeah, Julio.
I ain't never ever. That's one thing I could say about Julio. He's not the type to talk shit. Yeah. At least not in the media. He's not that guy. My man said he might go for 3. I said, oh wait. Yeah, I said, oh.
Yeah, Julio. I remember when we talked. Like, this was like a couple of shows, a lot of episodes back. But like when I think of receivers, like he's definitely in the top 3 there. And he's just one of those receivers that just goes out and does his job, like that Marvin Harrison type mode. Mm-hmm. Like Harrison, like you had T.O., you had Randy Moss, but Harrison probably was the best out of all of them during that span. Yeah, he had Peyton Manning to his disposal, but still, he was fucking balling.
Yeah, Harrison, even Andre Johnson, like just those types of receivers that
Right.
just don't. They just go out there and do their job.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson was the same way.
Yeah.
A fucking monster. And